Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Desperados 3. It's cowboy time. Well, it's a little past cowboy time, but this is when I could make time for cowboys. It's been a rough day or two, but I'm glad to be here with you, failing at stealth over and over again, comically. And thank you everyone for watching and enjoying the series so far, and for your feedback. Things such as, hey SB, you're terrible at stealth games, and also, this game is so historically inaccurate. Everybody knows they didn't invent bells till 1920, so they couldn't have had those in cowboy times. And you're not wrong, but, you know, artistic license. Come on, these are things we gotta deal with in media. So, a half-hour ride up the mountain from Flagstone lies the newly built estate of Mayor Higgins. Having come to considerable wealth after certain deals with the DeWitt Company, Higgins has spared no expense to outfit his humble abode with the latest comforts and luxuries. Recently, the entire estate has been busy with wedding preparations. Mayor Higgins, after years of rebuke, has finally convinced the love of his life to tie the knot. Unbeknownst to him, however, the bride has her own plans for the big day, because, you know, we still have to be introduced to the rest of our playable characters. Wow.
Magnificent. And another. I think this side is much more stately.
I'll fetch another plate.
Right.
Her whole hair situation there is very dramatic.
How do you like the new dress, Sweet Pea?
It's lovely, darling.
Oh, excellent. I want everyone talking about this day for years.
Mayor Higgins.
Oh, what now?
Frank says he's getting impatient.
Shh, not now. Can't you see we're in the middle of something? I'm sorry, Sweet Pea. This is something I really have to take care of.
Don't you worry about me, darling.
Oh, okay, stay right here. I'll be back in a jiffy. I need more time. Try to distract Frank. I really need to check the flower arrangements.
Yes, sir.
Bye for now. Finally, I thought he'd never leave. Need to work fast. Get what I need and leave before I get dragged to the altar. First, I need a key to the upper floor. I think she carries a spare. Bet she won't mind if I borrow it for a spell. The guards
This
won't
guy
bother
just
me
passed
so
out?
long as I don't misbehave too much. As soon as I get it, I'll sneak in through the library door. The upper floor is off limits. I'll have to avoid the guards until I reach the office. I'll turn the place upside down until I find what I'm here for. Alright then. I need to get out of here before the groom decides to check in on his bride. Quick, before he comes back.
So we're just gonna do this whole thing in that hair and a full wedding
I have
dress.
to give him one thing.
Well, I mean, we chose the challenging difficulty.
Here comes the runaway bride.
Oh, can I pet the dog?
Give the bride her space. Jesus, that dog hates me. The feeling's mutual.
Well, it's because you never pet. It's because you refuse to pet the dog. Okay,
Don't
it's
mind
fine.
me.
Oh, it's gonna be wonderful. He's been waiting so long for her to grow up. I wish I was married to him. That deal with the DeWitt Company made him rich. Well, we can't all be as lucky as Miss O'Hara. Are you jealous or envious?
That's,
Object this
you know, they got to make the bad guys feel like bad guys. All right, tell me about
Quick.
Kate O'Hara. What's our deal here? In certain missions, Kate can pickpocket. If you're spotted doing so, it will sound the alarm. Just walk up behind somebody and steal their stuff. It looks like it takes quite a while, actually.
Just a little more.
The runaway bride.
Yes, very nice.
Boy. Is he going to be able to... I mean, I assume he will freak out if he sees me pickpocketing her.
Bride her space. I'll lift
It
the
certainly
key
sounds
from
like
her,
something.
but the guy on the balcony seems a little too
Ah,
fast.
Kate has an unlimited supply of perfume vials. I assume she keeps them in the dress. One vial temporarily blinds all guards in range for an amount of time that looks like it's pretty similar to the pickpocket timing. This has a full effect on all guard types, including long coats and ponchos. Interesting. Alright, so I assume he'll get mad at us if he sees us throw it.
Well, you look a little uneven there, don't you?
Yeah, okay, that's not good. Uh-oh, hold on. Quick save.
Hey, Mary, I have
Just remembering to quick save. Okay, yeah. So the timing's pretty tight.
Now up the stairs and through the door to the library.
it is not necessarily easy to, guys just full on asleep. I mean, it's probably for the best. Is she looking over here? I think we're safe to go. We did just quick save. Please do not turn slightly to your right. Okay, cool. Everything's fine. And am I allowed to be back here? I guess we didn't cross an obvious stealth barrier, so I'm probably still cool here.
There's the door. I'll slip inside
Right?
when no one's
Yes,
watching.
everything's fine.
Give the bride
Okay.
space.
There's our stealth barrier. Kate has no lethal takedown. She will totally kick a guy's ass. She also doesn't carry any rope, right? Because there's no room with all the perfume.
Time to make an impression.
Alright, well... Can I please... There we go. Well, we only have one guard. This seems pretty straightforward.
Harmless sneeze.
Provided that I do this without getting seen doing it.
Oh, where did I put that tank?
Never gets old.
Okay. Easy. And then we just, is he gonna... Yeah, hold on, let me re-perfuminate him before we go through here. Quickly. Oh, that's not happening fast enough.
Wait a second.
Okay. Yeah, the timing's gonna just be really, really tight. Alright, what are we looking at here? So we have a hiding cabinet.
Strange. Like someone's right next to me. Something ain't right.
Uh-oh.
Me.
Uh-oh.
Who's there? Wait.
Boy, this is not gonna work.
Someone behind me? Who the hell was that?
This guy he's a very strange person. Hold on. I'm assuming he won't come in here, and he can't see through the door, I hope. So we kind of need to... But what is my plan here? How are we gonna... It looks like that guy never looks away. So we might have to deal with this gunman, but we can't... If I just knock him out, am I allowed to drag him into a thing?
Quick.
Throw him in there and prevent him from ever waking up, which totally works in most stealth games, even though it sounds profoundly silly. Because if we can't do that, I think we're going to have a real hard time completing this. And she has no way to draw people away. Alright, we're going to try it. As soon as nameless gunman over here steps away, we're going to go for it.
Don't worry. It's harmless.
Actually, I probably don't even need to do the perfume. So I'm not going to enter his cone of vision until I'm right on top of him anyway.
Just put him down. Don't mess with the lady.
Quickly? Nope, not quickly. The opposite of quickly. Okay, that seems like a pretty harsh consequence right there. They caught me sneaking around, so they immediately killed me. Also, my dress is doing some weird stuff here on the floor. Okay, so we perfume the dude and run past him? But it doesn't seem... Boy, is this the right way to do this? Maybe we should go... If we jumped off the balcony, we did have the jump off cursor. We could climb up here. That doesn't actually seem any better. I don't want to be up there with that poncho. Is there a way out onto the balcony over here? I'm assuming we can't jump through this window. No, they really... I'm pretty sure they want us to use this door and then this door, but that seems like a real nightmare. Is there a way to change my visual... I mean, I was gonna say maybe we should like try to go downstairs and loop around to the other side of the house, but first of all, it looks like there isn't another staircase, and secondly, I'm not sure I could get past this guy even with the perfume. Alright, when this guy comes back up... I mean, we basically have to go down the hallway while he's up here, right? That's the only way this works. So we're just gonna do one of these, and then sneaking and running.
Alright.
Okay.
Almost there. And now to find these papers. Don't mind me.
I think that represents an improvement in my skills. I mean, anything would be an improvement from the last episode.
Oh, shit.
The dress extremely does not fit.
Frank, I see you found my office.
You should keep your friends waiting, Higgins.
Well, sorry about that. The wedding, you understand.
Of course.
There's the food, the decorations, the blast.
Let's get this done. I got a train to catch.
Of course. Just give me a moment. Did I hear correctly that there was trouble in Flagstone yesterday?
The usual.
I can imagine Mr. DeVitt isn't too happy about that.
DeVitt isn't here.
I wonder if he'd want you to leave things unfinished here. Or is there something more important in New Orleans?
Maybe you should just get back to your wedding, Higgins.
Maybe you're right. Wouldn't want the bride to get nervous.
Well, she has every reason to be.
Pardon?
I don't think she'll be happy when she finds out you sold off her family ranch.
Well, she doesn't have to find out until after the wedding, right?
You know, I don't think it will make much difference in the end. Enjoy your wedding, Higgins.
Wait a second.
That's just like a remarkably rude thing to say. He's not wrong, but it's still rude. There are a lot of spiderwebs in this dude's office, and he just walked over to the cabinet I'm hiding in, so that seems like it could be a problem.
Sure you want to do this alone?
This ain't a discussion.
So, what's your plan?
Get in, find Frank, do what I came for.
March to the front gate.
There's a path down those cliffs. I'll just follow that and climb up those vines. From there, I'll wing it.
That's no plan, amigo.
I've pulled off flimsier once.
If I think something's up, I'll come and get you.
No, you stay put. This is my fight.
Whatever you say, amigo.
Also, how is Hector going to be talking trash about anybody else's plans? Hector, of all people. Gentlemen, if you'll excuse me, I just need to go and investigate this bush real quick. Nobody thinks this is weird? Cool, great.
It's now or never.
Alright, that wasn't suspicious. We're suspicious when we walk over here. Which I guess makes this a good time to start auto-saving, or quick-saving, rather. Alright, I do feel like they maybe we're a little too explicit there. I could have figured this out. So this guy, I'm gonna be a little careful about him. This guy's vision, oh, never mind. As soon as his vision code was gone, I was just like, I must be perfectly safe now. It's fine, we'll just keep running.
Someone hiding in there?
These guys are hiding.
I see you, asshole.
Damn it.
Just a scratch.
Stay down, stay low. Okay. I thought I could just use the standard stealth game trick of change elevation slightly at all, which for some reason always makes enemies lose sight of you. This is fine. This is basically fine. It doesn't look like any of them can actually see down here. I'm gonna move. Oh, apparently there's a guy right there who's just looking down over the balcony. In my defense on that last one, I was panicked on account of the running.
Here goes.
Alright, it turns out we have to watch everybody's vision cones. Who would have thought? Alright, so... When these guys go to have a conversation, it is not the opening I was looking for. In fact, it makes life much harder. As long as we stay low, we'll be safe there. Honestly, he's far enough away. It would take so long for his cone to fill with color that we probably can just sprint through without worrying about him too much. It's this guy that I'm real concerned about. Alright, we're gonna go now. You can sometimes, in Shadow Tactics, yeah, I think we should be cool. We're far enough away that as long as I stay low, they won't think to come down here. In Shadow Tactics, it was often the case that the way you wanted to, the way you would get through a vision cone like that, a long vision cone, was intentionally run through part of it, and then drop down, and just abuse the fact that you have to be visible to them for a certain amount of time before they actually react. This guy is a problem. He's getting a coin.
I got lots of these.
Be careful not to make this other dude pay more attention. Oh, stepped out just a moment too early, apparently. Whatever, it's fine. He's got a long way to get down here. We'll just be in a different bush than the one he expects us to be in. Is it a promising start? I mean, no, promising's a big word. But, you know, we can do something with this. We can work with this. Later, nerds. Look at the strategy. It was definitely intentional. All of it was intentional. Even that part. Especially that part. I saw him. I saw him a little bit late. That said, I'm very surprised that he was able to see us there. His vision cone is wider than I was expecting it to be. What if, instead of talking, I was just like paying attention and being good at the game? Oh, come on. I'm pretty sure that guy's view cone was not... I should have been outside of that. It's fine. Everything's fine. See, we've already recovered. That's a lot of dudes! Okay, we're gonna take a breath here. We're just gonna take a moment. I got shot a very small amount. It's fine. They let you get shot once for a reason. I hate this dude turning toward you when you distract him. That's a real stealth game nightmare right there. Okay. So this guy's vision cone goes, yeah, really all the way down here. That's wild.
On my way.
Oh, careful, don't step out of the bush. So how are we going to do this? This is probably just another coin? And ideally you would throw the coin past him in hopes that he would turn to his right.
I got lots of these.
I don't know, this will probably work. As long as that guy up there is walking away.
What's that noise?
Not a problem.
Fast, fast, fast. Get in the bush. There we go. This guy might be getting his ass kicked. Who can see over here? Well, it looks like nobody, unless that guy decides to stand up for a second at the wrong second.
Someone's about.
It's just,
few teeth.
Life is so much easier, though, when there are fewer patrollers. Never mind. He didn't hang out over here for as long as I thought he was going to. Alright, well, where's my next cover? We might have to deal with him, actually.
I just need a few seconds.
You hear that?
No need to get bloody. Okay, don't you move. You got it.
Alright, let's maybe speed that up a little bit.
You're heavy.
I get real nervous during the actual crime part of the stealth. Oh, wait. That woman is coming around. Okay.
That's not like Frank to just ride off like that.
Well, would you want to stay around?
You not in that bush?
If you could get
There we
out
go.
of
Fair point. He sure didn't look happy after he spoke with Higgins.
it? I ain't never seen Frank look happy.
Damn it. Sounds like Frank ain't here no more. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, that guy's got a voice that does not say, I smile frequently.
And find out where Frank went.
Alright, so what's my... What's my plan for getting into the house? Because this, I mean, okay, so there's plants over here that lead directly into a bush. I suppose that's the plan. So this poncho doesn't look all the way to those bushes. Can I sneak past this? No, I'm going to have to go out around this table, it looks like. That's not great. So we have this dude to pay attention to. Probably we coin these two guys to face that way. But it's a long run, man. And we have to watch. Yeah, we have to watch for this guy. Alright.
Well, now, let's see.
Ooh. Yeah, a little close. Just a tiny bit close. Okay, then the poncho. The poncho is an issue. We can use the wedding screen, I guess. Wait for this guy to be over there. Do these dudes see? No, they have very poor peripheral vision. We also have to pay attention to that lady over there, I guess. She's pretty focused on what she's doing right now. I'm going.
Better keep my head down. Wouldn't
And
want to
then-
break any of these fine things.
Now. Okay. Everything's fine. You know, playing well is actually very stressful. In most video games, when you're doing a good job, it makes you feel... I feel comforted by it. Alright, this is definitely a coin.
Oldest trick in the book.
What's that
It's
noise?
now or never.
I only want what's best.
Apparently, as soon as I started climbing, I was no longer in the standing state. Shouldn't have gotten away with that one.
You sold us out to the DeVitt Company, you asshole!
I'm offering you more than your uncle could ever give you.
Well, at least she didn't immediately get violenced upon when he found her.
Stupidity? You really think I'd marry a conniving charlatan?
Of
Boy,
course,
what is my plan?
you just need to calm down a bit.
Because this is an issue. Oh, I guess that guy... Okay, there's a tall couch here.
Fuck!
Pretty cozy in here. Looks like the mayor's doing all right for himself. Something's going.
Quickly. Alright. That was a lot less difficult than I thought it was going to be. I didn't realize I had cover the whole way across the room.
Nothing I can do now.
Call him back.
Kate, please. We have a wedding ahead of us. Now calm down, will you? Time's wasting.
You really still think I was going to marry you? Enjoy your wedding.
Not so fast. You have no idea how much I've invested in this. You will marry me today. You're going to play the good little wife. And I bet you'll forget all about your old life after you pop out a few children.
Tempting, but I must decline.
What the hell are you doing, Kate?
Just trying to be convincing.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm gonna show you your place in this world, you stupid...
I think I know my place.
I reckon he deserved that.
Who the hell are you?
I could ask you the same.
I don't have time. Step aside.
Really?
To the office! Move it!
You sure you want to go this way?
Shit.
Just not a real great move, Cooper. Stepping up behind somebody when they've just fired half of the barrels of a shotgun. Say, like, announce yourself before coming in the room is all. You don't want to startle her.
The balcony door?
Works for me. What are you doing?
He doesn't need that money anymore.
Money, huh?
There's not even any blood on it.
Heads down.
Right.
Close call. They're gonna search everywhere now.
I have to warn my uncle. Let's get out of here.
Well, tell me something first. You ever heard of a guy called Frank?
Yeah. Let's discuss it on the way, if you don't mind.
No chance we'll get through there. Not without some serious firepower.
You know how to pull the trigger of a Gatling gun?
I sure do. But, why does it have a pink ribbon?
It's a wedding present. Don't ask.
I mean, that's a pretty alright
I don't
present.
think I'll get very far in this bloody dress. Let's visit that maid up on the stage. I can steal her clothes and use them to blend in.
Sure. Though I don't see a gal like you blending in anywhere, Miss,
All right, Cooper.
O'Hara.
We're in the middle of a thing.
O'Hara. I'll take that as a compliment, Mr.
Cooper. John Cooper.
We'll have time for romantic tension later. So we can jump down right into this bush, and then I guess...
So, about Frank. Any chance you know where he went?
I might. Can you offer me something in exchange, Mr. Cooper?
How about my undying loyalty till we escape?
I'll take that. And what else?
Also, how are you gonna have a shotgun mounted on the wall of your office just sitting there loaded? Like, keep the shells in the desk or something? I'm not saying he was asking for this, but he was kind of asking for this. Alright, quickly. This'll work, right? We'll just hang out in this bush until I figure out what the hell we're gonna do. So it's not gonna be trivial to take this guy out, with this dude staring right at him, but... Alright, I see it. Yeah, that's our window. Do we need to get them both in there? Or... how's your vision? Okay. So we gotta watch this patroller and these guys. But I think we should be able to make it to this bush.
Exit stage left.
Ah, crap. No, it's fine. Don't panic. We can go through that bush to this bush. As long as we use that as... damn it. I was gonna say, as long as we have this bush between us and them and we stay low the whole way, if we make it into this, we'll be fine, because they won't know to look in this one. So we gotta move a little bit faster, but then we gotta get low again. We gotta get low again as we approach the doorway, so as not to set off the guy laying over here. While keeping an eye on this gunman, and yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to keep track of. I think these are not going to line up very well. Yeah, I'd be leery of going. Let's give it another cycle. I hope they're not synced. I mean, even if they are, it's maybe fine. Okay, here we go.
I've had enough of weddings.
Low, low. Ah, I didn't get low fast enough. I'll just stay. Damn it. Once again, failed to use the bush as cover sufficiently. It's a little tricky because you have to keep this one between you and that guy. I mean, obviously the thing to do is just not get seen. Unfortunately, when you're running, there's not really like a single button to press to go back into low. You have to click somewhere to turn the run into a walk, and that does take a second because you have to click somewhere where you're also not going to change your direction of travel very much. Alright, we can do this. This is extremely doable. I should probably do the quick save here.
Let's leave this mess of a party.
Alright, now get low. There we go. See, in a lot of stealth games, I feel like it's about never getting into the enemy's vision cone, but the way this and Shadow Tactics are set up, it's almost never possible to move without getting seen a little bit. You have to take a lot of advantage of the fact that you have to be in their vision for a while before it matters. That guy's easy enough to deal with. I'm gonna wait for him to move again, though. Yeah, he'll make our lives real easy. And then, does this guy, when he's not in conversation, does he look all the way over here? I'm assuming your vision cone is... yeah, it's not long enough to reach. He does look all the way over there. So we really do have to take him when he's in back. We don't want to try to jump him by coming out of the bush at him. Oh, wait. No, we're cool.
Keep it cool.
Alright, Cooper. I think Cooper's cool to just jump this dude. Nope. Gotta let the conversation happen, apparently. Can we time? No, we don't have time to time up. I was just thinking it would be real nice if he didn't just stand back up, right? Yeah, I gotta wait for the conversation to actually start.
A few teeth.
Just barely at the edge of the view cone. That's fine.
Get on. Hurry up. Let's
And actually, letting him walk a little bit is probably a good idea, too. So we'll just pretend I did that on purpose. Alright, that is probably a lot of the work necessary to get up here. I really do wish we had the whistle. It was true in Shadow Tactics, too. The ability that lets you actually move people around is so strong. How are we going to... Because we're going to have to clear this dude out, right? Let's see, you can see up on the stage. These guys, it looks like, don't ever look up, so that's not a problem. So... we could have Kate sneak over here and just perfume this guy, I suppose. While Cooper jumps the dude on the stairs. And then Cooper also has to take the civilian. I feel a little bit bad about the fact that we're going to have to clock her, but...
Let's get on with it.
yeah, I think that might be how we have to do this. So let's keep an eye on... as long as she stays low, we should be... it should be real easy to creep around over here. Can this guy see in here at all? Not really. Oops, sorry, that was supposed to be a right click. So with this guy, we sneak up to here and then do a quick sprint. That's gonna get me... it's gonna get me seen a little. This might not be that easy. We could use a coin from Cooper to ease this a little bit. This is gonna be a little complicated, actually. So Cooper needs to be in this bush.
I just need a few seconds.
What can I do you for? Didn't take you for a man who throws away money.
It's just pennies.
Every penny counts.
Ah, shit. Didn't realize that guy out there could see through the doorway. I don't use this thing as much as I probably should, but as you can see, if you don't place it in exactly the right spot, it doesn't give you the information anyway, because this would have made me feel safe moving, but apparently I've just missed that guy's vision cone by a tiny little bit. That's annoying. Yeah, and that's the full vision cone too, so you really have to get through that quickly. If you wait for the conversation to start, this conversation out here also starts, which helps. So I guess that's the idea. It'll be faster for us to reload the quick save than it will be for us to wait for the cycle to happen again.
Eyes open.
So Cooper does need to be over here, though. No. This way. There we go. Alright. These are not synced, actually.
I just need a few seconds.
Enough dilly-dally. Didn't take you for a man who throws away money.
It's just pennies.
Every penny counts, Mr. Cooper.
Not if they're...
Ah, damn it. You can't quite make it past the edge of his vision cone. What is the range on her perfume throw? Could we do a perfume throw as we approach to make space?
What can I do you for? We have to be fast.
Yeah, probably, right?
I just need a few seconds.
Here, let's try it.
Ready when you are. Didn't take you for a man who throws away money.
It's just pennies.
We'll get to like right here.
Counts, Mr. Cooper.
Run up there. Ah, damn it. He shakes it off like immediately if he's already seen you by the time it lands. I thought even with him catching us there for a moment, I thought we were going to be cool because I had thrown the perfume already. Well, that's complicating. Do we want to... This guy doesn't actually look enough to his right to see those two. So maybe the play is we sneak around the back. Does she... No, she does in fact see over there, but we could fix that with a coin or something. Maybe we sneak up around here, and then... Do you see those guys? No. I mean, you do, obviously, during some points of your patrol. But I'm wondering if it's better to approach this guy from this side, because I do think we have to deal with him. I don't think we can do this without. This is a trickier situation. I mean, obviously, we could just employ the gun. What's the range? Okay. The maid'll hear and she'll raise the alarm, but I really don't want to shoot the maid. I feel very bad about shooting the maid. If I stepped back to here,
The old and the new.
actually, we could shoot those two guys without setting off the maid. I mean, this guy would see the deaths though. I wonder though, that's like, it's definitely closer. Oh, maybe the right thing to do is to approach him this way. I was trying to get to the bush, but actually we can... As long as we stay low, we're pretty safe between the rows. When this guy turns around... Yeah, he's never at any point in his patrol going to see much deeper than that. Okay, that's what I was missing. No, sorry, Cooper, not you. You get back in here.
I'm all ears.
Alright, I don't know if we'll be able to slip through there. But that is what I would like to try. And that guy, okay, he does have real vision out to there, though. That's a shame. Boy, how do we deal with that?
Keep it.
I mean,
just need a few seconds.
The show goes
Like
on
this.
and take you for a man who
Duh.
throws away money.
It's just pennies.
Every penny counts, Mr. Cooper.
Not if they're fake.
It's a little bit of a silly bit of dialogue. Like, it could be real pennies. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. I know that the value of a penny was different then, but even so. Alright, so we've got a pretty safe spot for Kate here.
Don't worry. His best regards.
If she perfumes this guy...
What's that? Tear gas?
Wow, it
From
really...
Oh, well, I guess love is blinding after all.
Oh, shame on you, Mr.
really abbreviates their view cone, like a lot. So we'd have to have her jump him... she can't tie people up, though. But maybe the idea is she jumps him and then we just shoot these two dudes and Cooper rushes the civilian? And she could just sit on him and keep him down? Or if he gets back up, just punch him again? It's wild that would not call this guy's attention, but I think it won't. We're gonna give it a shot. It might be a phenomenally stupid plan.
Count his spell.
So we're gonna showdown. We're gonna set up Cooper's shots,
Right, let's raise some hell.
and we'll execute those with enter. I'm gonna do her perfume throw manually because we definitely don't want the shots to go off until it's time. Oh wait, sorry. Cooper's gotta execute those shots from this bush. That's right.
Shouldn't be hard to spot her in that wedding dress.
We gotta wait until these guys are close and she's in the opposite corner.
Let's blind him for a second.
Come on. Well, she sure is taking her time doing whatever the hell it is she's doing over there. And we definitely don't want to shoot the guy at that end of the carpet, because I'm worried about him being visible to the patroller out here. I want to make sure he's a little deeper in the room. But of course, he's going to start walking right as she becomes a problem. Alright, let's do it.
Bloody what? Come on.
Oh, that didn't work. Alright, hold on. Let's try that again.
I suggest we get moving.
Oops, got the wrong person selected.
Now's the time.
Walking Cooper around the wrong side.
We're ready for action.
I didn't actually see what happened there. Was it that the gunshots went off too early? It might have been. Let's
Wait forever.
pay a little bit more attention. I got overexcited.
Spell. Take one.
How's it going? All right. No need to
Ah, she turned around at a bad moment. So maybe what we want to do is... This is probably too complicated of a plan to actually be functional, but I'm going to play with it a little bit more.
bullet for you.
Because it's going to feel really cool if I can make it work this way.
I'm all ears.
So I think when we press the button,
Down.
her plan is going to be... Okay, we can do an attack and pick up. Like, I can move him. And then after we execute, Cooper's got to just run at her. Because she's got to go down pretty fast after the shots. She's got to go down before she turns around and starts shouting. Alright. Is it a real plan? I don't know, man. Doesn't feel great. I at the risk of being a little bit of a coward here, I'm going to wait for one more cycle on her. She stays facing the flowers for quite a while once she walks over to him. I think we could totally... We will have enough time for Cooper to run over as long as we don't catch her near the end of her attention on the upper flowers. It looks like Cooper's got a clean shot. I'm going to wait for the dude to just start walking, and then we're going to go. And after we execute the shots, I'm going to... Alright, we're going to go back into this so that I have a second here to issue this order. Alright, go do it. So he'll see her as she's approaching, but yeah, not fast enough. I should have issued this to Cooper as a run.
I'm not sure which would hurt more.
Okay, so as long as she's holding him, he stays down. He's not, his unconsciousness timer is not ticking. Okay. Somehow that worked. Quick save, for sure. I'm going to have her stay right there and hold him until Cooper finishes the cleanup. I think this should be fine. This pickup. Actually, you know what? She should move this guy because she moves bodies crouched, right? Yeah. Nope, wait a minute. I just learned this lesson. I'm smart enough for this. Okay, so we have Kate drop this dude. Cooper go tie him up.
I'm all ears, darling.
And Kate gets to just move a corpse real quick. Listen, there's enough blood on her dress already. This is not making things any worse. Okay, that is a plan. We got through. I don't know what we're going to do after we get the maid's outfit, but it's definitely a start.
Let's leave this all I need. Let's try this on for size.
Okay, so now I'm assuming...
Just turn around for a minute. What do you think?
Probably should have done that in the bush.
Maid's clothing.
You think it's enough to fool him?
Only one way to find out.
Alright, once Kate is disguised, she can traverse enemy territory almost undetected. Long coats and dogs will see through the disguise. Okay. So watch out for that dog. And we have a new ability. Okay. I'm pretty sure all of this stuff was in Shadow Tactics. So, we just gotta make it to the Gatling gun, right? Which is not 100% easy. Given the positions of the bushes and stuff, I'm trying to figure out if it makes more sense to try to get through this door or that one.
Hurry up, will you?
Well, I guess we gotta get over here first. So... we have some ladies here that Cooper's gonna have a hard time sneaking past, unless I can distract them with Kate, and then these guys should be easy enough to clean up.
Don't worry about me.
Well, let's see if Kate's flirt ability works on random civilians.
Did you hear?
Actually, Cooper can just walk right up.
Shot by
Wait.
the eye. Serves him right.
No, we're cool.
The man was a pig. Yeah, but who's gonna pay us now? Oh, come on. We were all working outside when it happened.
So, a coin will be enough to let me get... Boy, will it be easy to get all the way through, though? How long will the flirt keep a guy stationary? Does it work forever? So his vision cone changes color. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. It looks like there's no maximum duration on it, so hold on. If we can have her walk down here, grab him this way? No, wait, hey, damn it. I grabbed him facing a bad direction there. If we can get him facing downward, we can get Cooper into these bushes easy enough, and then we'll have some options from there.
Exits. Let me ask you something.
Okay, that should work.
Can I help you?
This trick in the book. Okay.
Shut that mouth of yours. The mayor was killed, goddammit.
How dare you talk like that
anything
to
you
a lady?
like?
All right. She's getting a little, getting a little into it, I think.
Nice day,
All right.
handsome.
All right.
So, easy enough to drop the patroller as he's patrolling. Probably a good idea to do so.
How's it going?
Like if we just coin while he's running past, he'll stop moving, right?
I'll ask again. Did any of you
Ooh,
see her?
I threw that a little bit too far back.
When it happened,
I could have grabbed him still.
What can I do you for?
How many people are looking up here? Actually, I can just put it right on him, right? Nobody is looking at this poncho. These guys are some of the time, but not when they're conversing. Okay, we gotta be pretty careful. I didn't realize how close her ocelot eyes Estella. Huh. That's probably meant to be a compliment.
You hear that?
There we go. You just gotta lead them a little bit. People down on the ground can see that. They might be able to see me punching him then. Okay, so I think what we want to do actually is just have Kate pull this guy's attention this way. We'll jump the poncho while those dudes are conversing, and then we'll just sneak out. We won't even worry about taking this guy down.
Hey, darling.
Yeah.
Should work.
Bet I can help you.
Man, I hope this will work.
Got any plans right now?
I'm here all day, honey.
Shall we?
Alright, fast.
There's more where that came from.
It might be faster to do the knife throw.
The fuck are you?
Yeah, and then just move the body. I don't know why, it just feels like you should try not to kill him if you don't gotta kill him, but maybe we gotta kill him.
Who needs a good killing?
And we did manage to stop that dude just outside of the audio range.
More where that came from.
Whatever you say, gorgeous.
Right, because if you kill him, I guess I could just use the knife too. Knife's quieter. If you kill him, you don't gotta tie him up. Oh man, that's so much faster. Wow, that's faster. At some point, some stealth game convinced me that you should always go non-lethal, and I just never...
I'm listening.
Okay, this is interesting. We could sneak along here. I mean, it's still definitely good that we took the poncho out. But yeah, we'll just sneak over the top of the house. As long as I stay low, it shouldn't be a problem. And then we can grab this guy as soon as his buddy walks away. Or we can wait for him to be together, and we can just shove this thing over on him.
Sure.
This might pull the attention of the flirted dude.
Warner, you must have seen something.
Is it a good idea to get in the bushes right next to the big accident you just caused? I don't know. Also, she's very good at flirting. That dude is completely disconnected from reality.
You're giving me ideas.
Okay, this dude's enjoying it. I mean, at this point, we've pretty much just committed to killing everybody, right? So he's visible to the poncho? Oh, he's not, actually. I could have just taken him.
Voice. Damn shame.
Okay, he's fine with it. Whatever. Where does he go?
Darling.
I'm all ears.
Am I going to end up being real sad that I didn't get him? Oh, it looks like it. Yeah, he's in a very inconvenient position, actually.
Fella like you.
Sure. Whatever you need.
Well, it's not so bad. His vision cone's narrow, and it doesn't sweep right all that much. Where does the colored end of his cone ends here? I appreciate them putting things on the ground that you can use as markers. Okay, so it's not too hard to sneak to the side, where we could pick up some more bullets, and then maybe shoot that dude to death, potentially? Can I... No, there's no way to sneak past there. That's not passable. So we don't necessarily have to come through here. We could just try to come through this door instead, although obviously that has its own issues. Yeah, it would have been real good to grab the thug while he was over here, actually.
You.
How could I...
Maybe we could.
I have a thought. Let's get Kate over here.
See you later, maybe?
We do have to pay attention to this guy's whole deal then. You know what, maybe I want Kate to deal with him real quick.
I'll ask again. Did any of you see her?
Oh, come on. All working outside when it happened.
Are you
Nobody sees this guy now, right?
I've had enough of weddings.
Come on, I'm not in the mood.
Right where it counts. That should knock him out for a while. Heavy customer.
Alright, we'll just have Cooper come back up there and tie that dude up.
Enough dilly-dallying.
Because I think over here we could use Kate to perfume the poncho and then just like knife throw the thug. And because the poncho's vision over there is lined, I believe once he's down, he'll no longer be visible.
The DeVitt Company's gonna attack my uncle's ranch tonight. I gotta get word to him. The show goes on.
So the disguise works on ponchos, just not on long coats, right? Yeah, okay, cool. And this guy's vision, so we want to throw the perfume from like over here. Alright.
Eyes open. Sure thing.
It's a shame Cooper doesn't have the wherewithal to crouch with a body.
Here goes.
If we were to drop this guy really quickly... I don't know if this is going to work. Let's try it.
Ready and set. Best regards.
Bring it on.
Does he fall fast enough? Yes, he does. And then we can have Kate move the body, because she moves bodies while crouched. And Cooper can just go steal some bullets.
Got it.
Let's give him some trouble.
Alright, I think this works. What did I tell you to do?
Where do you want him?
Yeah.
As quick as it goes.
I don't know. Just drop him in these bushes, I guess? It's gonna take a minute. Oh, Cooper's gotta get his knife back.
Back in business.
There we go. I don't know for sure that we're gonna need that, but we might. We very well might. Alright, so... This is not looking too bad. This we can deal with.
Do we have to wait forever?
So just have Kate come over here and distract one of these guys while Cooper drops the other one.
You're a capable hand, Mr. Cooper. My uncle could use your help at the ranch.
Sorry, Miss O'Hara. Not my line of work.
Look at you.
This guy's not visible to anybody, right? Is there a spot in here that would be convenient to hide him? I mean, we just throw him behind the cart. It's fine.
See anything you'd like?
Oh, wait.
Talk to you all day.
Horse.
Okay.
Horse will resolve the problem. Technically, I'm not to blame, I guess.
What do you think?
Tuck you in.
I'm all ears, honey.
That's the classic horse diffusion of responsibility. You probably learned about that in your ethics courses. Oh, Cooper. Cooper, my dude. You know, he could move the bodies while staying low. He chooses not to. What happens if I just coin the horse without dealing with the other guy?
Lots of these.
This is going to draw everybody over. Is that going to create a kind of chaos we could use? Probably not. It does draw some guys out of this area, which might be helpful. Also, I should probably see what this is, yeah? If they put this here for a reason. Nope, that's just another flirt tutorial. In case you went a different way and missed the other one.
I'm gonna have my fun with you.
Oh, I'm ready.
Doesn't he think a horse did it?
Here's darling.
Is he threatening that horse? What the hell?
Exit stage left.
Alright, it looks like we're just gonna end up doing the same thing I did last time.
My uncle could use your help at the ranch.
Sorry, Miss O'Hara. Not my line of work.
Look at you.
This is a little tricky, because we really want Kate to be the one who moves him.
I'm all ears.
I I guess the idea is
Sure.
we coin the horse and then drop the other guy right away.
This is nothing, darling. I suggest we get moving.
Because she can move the unconscious body to a safe place.
Get there someday.
Careful, don't get too close to where those guys are patrolling.
Still here.
I'm on it. Don't push me.
Alright, it looks like Cooper can probably move this body safely in a second here. We'll stay on him.
Oh, getting heavy here.
We'll just let these guys patrol around. So we do have a dog to worry about.
Let's go.
I think we're cool to go now.
Yes, where to? I've had enough of weddings.
Okay, problem solved. It's probably more steps than it needed to be, but we got there.
Let's leave this mess of a party.
So the dog has a vision cone. It's pretty small. Will the dog see through her deal, or is it a smell thing? I don't know. We'll just be real careful. There are no long coats to speak of here. We mostly got normal dudes, a single poncho, and of course, if we can just get to the Gatling gun, I guess all of our problems are immediately solved. Oh, good to note. Boy, this is going to be tricky, huh?
I say good riddance.
Dogs can sniff out characters even hiding behind bushes of cover. Okay, so their vision cone is just a smell cone. All right.
Careful. There's a guard dog up there. She'll sniff me out no matter what I'm wearing. She hates me.
So I'm wondering if it's possible to just have Kate run to the thing. Like, there's probably an interaction prompt that happens, right? We probably have to be close to it for a certain amount of time. We're probably vulnerable during that time. But let's find out. Let's just try to have Kate walk over to it. Wait for the dog to pass and... Because that's the objective, right? Just touch gun. No, the objective is go there. Gun does not necessarily need to be touched. It was just implied that touch gun was a good idea. Or rather, it was stated outright.
Mind if I get to know that?
So yeah, okay, it doesn't actually take her that long it doesn't take that long to operate it, but then I do have to fire it manually. It's not a thing that they just take care of. So you really need everybody to be lined up in a sensible way. Okay.
Keep your head down.
It's all doable.
We're almost there.
Careful. There's a guard dog up there. She'll sniff me out no matter what I'm wearing.
So the dog, I don't think, gets close enough to detect in this bush, even. No, we're cool. Maybe at the very edge of it. So we're going to want to deal with a couple of guys over here. Like, that poncho's probably got to go. What's vision to him look like? Oh, that guy's a problem. And unfortunately, he can see the poncho and the poncho can see him. That's awkward. But this dude comes over here and talks to the poncho and distracts him? Yeah. Alright. So, if we had Kate go back around and drop this guy during the conversation...
I suggest we get moving.
Boy, I don't know exactly what my plan is. Does that mean we're going to have to deal with... Perfume the gunman. Take this thug out.
I say good riddance.
Yeah, it's something like... Oh, okay. Poncho can't see through the window on the door, though. So it's going to be a little bit tight. But if we get rid of this guy, then it makes it more possible for us to get rid of the poncho. And if we get rid of the poncho, then we have way more control over what's going on in the courtyard. So I do think it's worth doing. We're gonna wait for another cycle, because I'm nervous. How visible is this guy to... He is visible to the patrollers. That's definitely a problem. Especially given that they patrol at different speeds, which is complicating. Boy, I actually have no idea how we're gonna do this. This seems like a nightmare. Okay, so here comes this guy. Poncho's about to be distracted. Everybody's walking past him at the same time. So this is my moment. Do him quickly, quickly. And then, yeah, get down and just hold him. Ah, she needs to take him and get over to here. And if she does that, then that totally works. That'll give us the time we need for Cooper to resolve the Poncho thing. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So we just gotta wait for everybody to line up just right. Damn it. Okay, we do have to... I thought she got seen throwing the perfume before and it was fine, but she must not have gotten seen until late in the throw.
Exit stage left. On my mark.
So a lot of things have to go right for this to work.
I think you should lay down.
Alright, get him. And then you gotta move to here. All the way to the corner. There we go. Wow, the timing on that is super tight. That is almost certainly not the way you are intended to do that. Can I get his body down into this bush? Yes. It'd be really nice if we could move her again, so... I wonder if we'll have enough time. I'm gonna try it. We'll see what happens.
You got this, Katie.
We do, in fact, have just enough time. Oh, right. He's not tied up, though. That didn't actually help things that much. Well, just hold him down here, then, for a little while. That didn't help things at all, in fact.
Eyes open.
Okay, so now we're on Cooper. Cooper's got to figure out a way of dealing with this guy quickly. I mean, if I'm willing to stab him, I can get him dead and on the ground pretty fast. So, if we wait for people to walk past again, I can approach the ladder. It looks like if we're in this bush, it shouldn't be too hard to get to the ladder without the Poncho seeing us. So wait for these guys to walk through, wait for the Poncho to start turning his head back and forth again.
Shall we?
Okay. That was easy enough. Unfortunately, this part might be a little trickier. We're definitely gonna have to wait for this guy to be on his walk away, and hopefully the roots of these two down here will patrol. These two groups down here will line up correctly. And we're absolutely just gonna stab this guy and probably leave his body up there. So nobody inside sees outside, right? Yeah, all the windows are just decorative.
Let's make it quick.
So I think once his body is in the down state, it shouldn't be an issue.
Not a problem. Don't take it personal.
They go down quick if you knife them. That's pretty great, actually. Now, the only question is, how much of a problem are we going to have with this guy noticing his friend is gone? Come on, turn and look.
What's keeping you?
Here goes.
Who the fuck?
Oh, that didn't work. My plan was I was going to get in that bush and then jump that dude as soon as he walked past. But maybe we do more of a Dishonored style leap down on him and then hide his body thing. Unfortunately, Cooper is super visible while moving people. It's also not clear to me if this guy's going to set off the alarm when we let him go, because like, I'm absolutely at some point going to have her just get up and walk away. And he's going to wake back up. And we'll just have to hope he doesn't sound the alarm.
Well, now, let's see. See you later.
So maybe what I want to do here is jump down immediately. Actually, I probably want this like this. So I need to be able to see the lines of sight over here. Although, actually, this guy's visible to the poncho near the thing as well.
Where is he?
Yeah, so I'm probably... Oh, maybe we'll be able to take him. The poncho does walk away from the gun. Does he go up there? Oh, he goes up there. I didn't realize.
I found a body. I see you.
Oh, that's not what I meant to click. Okay, so we have to be... We do have to deal with him. Yeah, they're just... they're a hair too smart. Maybe I could move the body to the bushes in time. I'd feel a lot more comfortable if Cooper could move bodies while crouched.
Miss O'Hara's on the run. Keep your eyes open.
She really shot Higgins.
Well, we gotta try, right? So let's... As soon as these guys make their sharp turn... Alright, knife the dude.
Done.
Throw the body down.
Found you.
Nope.
Fuck.
So visible. He's so visible while moving people. Well... There's no bush over there to move the body to. We just drop him and we... I'm going to have to kill this guy as he moves past the bush. I think that's the only way to do it.
Wedding dress covered in blood.
Yeah, ain't no mistake. Shoot
And then once this guy's down, it's okay for us to retrieve Kate. I can't have that guy waking up while the poncho's still alive.
Okay,
Alright, get him.
don't take it personal.
Wait a second.
Nope, crouch, crouch. Got real close there. And then... If we watch this guy really carefully, we might be able to find an opening here. I'm gonna have to use a coin when he's like walking toward the ladder to try to keep him from walking all the way over.
Change.
Hey now.
This is a problem.
Sure thing.
Fuck.
I mean, I can get up there with him.
That.
Ah. Maybe we have to handle this this poncho a little bit differently then. I do not trust that I will have enough time for Kate to run over here. Obviously, if they could both be up here, it'd make my life a lot easier. Oh, right, I did a different autosave here. Hold on. It does keep up to 3 autosaves. I'm going to try something a little risky. Oh, that was... I panicked a little. I'm going to try getting close to him without actually being in his vision cone and turning him around while he's still behind this a little bit.
Okay.
We have to be, like, very careful.
Lots of these.
What's that? No. Hey.
Did that work? No. I had to get him to turn to his left enough. I don't think that approach is going to function. We can roll back to the previous quick save. The other thing I could do is try to just survive the chaos.
Oldest trick in the book.
I'm gonna try to coin him when he's closer to the ladder. Let's give that a shot. Because if we can get him right before he climbs the ladder, I think that'll give me a lot of... He'll be outside of this guy's vision cone, right?
Not a problem.
Nope, he just disregards it. I have to hit him a little tiny bit earlier. It's really hard to get the game to do the watch mode thing on a moving target.
I'm on it. Don't push me.
I got lots of these.
What's keeping you?
Alright, so we gotta lead him a little bit.
What the?
Oldest
Yeah,
trick in the book.
he doesn't stay distracted for very long. Alright, let's go back to the previous autosave. Is that the... yeah. This is the one where Cooper's up there with the poncho. We might just have to develop a different plan, or we might have to deal with this guy first. Alright, I can do that. That is absolutely doable. If I kill him over here and just hurl his body off the cliff, I don't think that should be a big deal. This little courtyard area is a difficult solve. So I think once he's over here, it should be very safe to drop him. Still gotta wait on these assholes, though.
Well, now, let's see.
Oh, geez, he turns around early. Oops, I reloaded this. This is, yeah, he turns around. He does not stay over there very long.
Shall we?
And this is going to be a real shame. Because of the way the patrol lines up with these guys.
I said I'm working on it.
You gotta respect, though, the woman who has the guts to just put a whole Gatling gun on her wedding registry. So we might actually have to wait a whole extra cycle here, which I am not a big fan of. Or I might be able to get a little bit more aggressive by staying in the corner a little bit more.
Let's make it quick. Don't take it personal. No problem.
Quickly. Okay, there we go. I learned eventually. Boy, I sure do wonder what this tutorial message is. Okay, so now we can take this guy at any time when he is not being watched by any of the patrollers, and we can just leave him up here and nobody will notice.
Need sharpening.
I do feel like the AI in this game is a little bit better than the AI in a lot of stealth action type games.
Not.
Alright, problem solved. Probably. Now the problem is probably solved, which means we get Cooper back down off of here, and then we gotta determine, is there a reasonable way for Cooper to get a hold of this guy? Because it wouldn't be terrible for us to tie him up. I mean, obviously him standing on that balcony is not ideal for us. I guess if I hadn't thrown him down, she could drop his body over. We could wait for the patrols. She could drop his body over, and Cooper could tie him up down here. But that relies on Cooper not getting caught moving around with a body. I don't know, man.
Not gonna hold this all day.
It's possible we're gonna regret it if I let him go, though.
A Gatling gun of all things. Are you done?
So yeah, you really want to deal with everybody above this line here before you take on the Gatling gun. Although I guess if you just... I'm not going to feel great about Gatling gunning the dog, but if you just wait for these patrollers to be in the right spot, I guess you could take them out with it. So we want to draw off at least a couple more guys. This guy's easy enough to get. We'll wait for the patrollers to go past, and then we'll sweep around the stagecoach and handle that.
Ooh-wee. Let's give this wedding present a spin. Y'all ready?
Oops. I had Kate selected instead of Cooper. That's not what I meant to do.
Shall we?
So actually, we can just jump down here instead. What's this guy's vision look like? Nothing. This guy is, yeah, very focused on the Gatling gun, as I imagine I would be. What does this say? Oh, it's just the dog tutorial again, in case you come up from this side. Which I guess would have been a pretty sensible thing to do if you really think about it. I'm already familiar with the threats on that side of the map. So when these two are talking, they do not have vision of this gunman. And like I said, at this point I'm already very murder committed, so we will just gut this dude. So you can take him out pretty easy if you get lucky and everything lines up here. Or honestly, we might be able to just do it right now.
On my way.
Fast, go, go, go. Alright, just enough time. So at this point, it's like that guy and maybe the dude on the gun, but honestly, you could probably take him as you're running to the gun with the throwing knife. And once we've done that, we might be able to resolve the rest of the problems with the Gatling gun. Now this gunman is non-trivial. Out of curiosity, is there any way we can get Kate out of there with that body? Probably not. The poncho can see that guy. I'm wondering if maybe we want to try to get Cooper over there and just resolve that situation. Because I wasn't thinking about it before, but I really actually don't want him going back up on that balcony. Alright, if we want to get Cooper out of there, probably the best thing to do is to have him go back out the way he came in. Looks like the patrols are going to line up all right for that. Make sure that we have Cooper selected this time. See, what I would do normally is just always press the number corresponding to the person I want to give orders to before giving them orders. But the game has trained me out of that by making single tapping the number center the camera on that person if they're already selected. And so instead, I just sometimes give orders to the wrong person.
Still can't believe he would gift her a Gatling gun.
I think we should have time to make this run. Maybe not. No reason to risk it. Except I'm impatient. I'm trying very hard not to let that be my main decision maker. Honestly, we could probably just get all the way. Nope. Down. There we go. Alright, let's just drop these two dudes over here and then... do we want to just shoot him? Be easy enough. But honestly, no, probably not. Probably the right thing to do is a showdown punch fest. You know, just run up on him and punch him. Alright, so she lets him go and then we just...
Let's leave this mess of a party.
You get that guy and you get that guy. Okay. Simultaneously.
You stay put. Keep your head down and up.
Alright, Cooper ties this guy up in the bush afterward. Alright, we have reclaimed our extra set of hands, which is definitely going to be important.
I'm all ears, darling.
I don't know exactly how we're going to use her, but she's got to be useful. Being able to abbreviate people's vision cones as much as she does seems like very valuable. I am curious about something. If she flirts with one member of a patrol, does it stop the whole patrol, or do they separate out? Okay, she flirts with all three of them. That's interesting, because that means that she can grab all three of these guys and hold them over here away from the dog. Let's do that for a moment. So that makes my life way easier. That's super powerful. I mean, I just take this dude, right? People seem not to notice when they patrol past people who are missing. It's just people who they would have otherwise talked to. Well, she can't get anywhere near the dog. But like, could I just do the Gatling gun now? I wonder. I don't know what it is about. Like, that dog is hostile and would absolutely kill us if it had the chance. But I just feel like... shooting the dog is off the table, even though I would gladly shoot the dudes. I don't know, man. That's a weird thing. We're probably gonna have to shoot that dog, though. Can you tell Cooper to punch a dog? Yes. Wait for them to tell him, or wait for them to travel near the thing, throw a knife at the, like, run toward them, throw a knife at the guy, and then punch the dog out.
You're giving me ideas.
If we do it as the Poncho's conversing with the gun thug, it'll work. It's a little silly, but it'll work. But I think
There's more where that came from.
I'm here all day, honey.
I could use the coin to distract.
I know.
Yeah, no, this poncho makes it really hard.
You got a lovely voice.
Alright, I'm gonna go for something dumb here. Punch dog, punch dog. Okay, well I did knock the dog out non-lethally. I died for it. There was a small amount of clumsiness involved. He almost, actually, he's almost outside of the standing vision of the poncho guard. And if we just leave a corpse in the lined part of the cone, it's not a big deal, right? He doesn't quite go down fast enough. I think this is actually gonna work. This is real stupid, but I'm gonna keep trying it for a second.
I could talk to you all day.
The dog, wow, the dog kills him real fast. This is where, if I had full health, things would be a little bit simpler. But I'm trying to, like, use the statue as cover from the poncho. We gotta be closer.
I'm listening.
Damn it. The dog deals damage to him while he's still very far away from it.
Well, now.
To be perfectly honest with you, this might even end up being better to do with a stab. Oh, he doesn't quite get there.
Hurry up.
Maybe we could.
I could talk to you all day.
Alright, we're gonna give this one more try. This is actually a slightly better setup. The timing of the conversation versus the patrol. Just gotta creep around here. Okay, if you stab the guy first, the dog gets you for sure. Again, this would probably work if we had 2 health.
There's more where that came from.
Oh, a little too far forward. You have to ride just the outside of this while also staying just at the edge of this guy's cone. And we could do this a different way, to be clear. I know that I'm making it more difficult on myself. Yeah, we just can't do it. The dog's attack happens long before the dog's attack animation, and Cooper is just dying during the approach. I will go to some lengths to try to save a dog's life, even the life of a very mean dog.
I'm all ears, honey.
Alright, you know what? I know we're right up on the end of this level, but this episode's gotten super long. I don't feel super bad about it, because, you know, it came pretty late. It'll give you a little bit extra gameplay, but it strikes me that if I want to save this dog, it might take us a few more tries, so maybe this is where we'll call this one. Like I said, it's probably going to be the case that as we get later in the game, it's going to be less and less frequent that a level fits into an episode by itself. So that's going to be it for us for right now. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, I don't know exactly when, but probably later today, we will finish this up. We will save that dog and some of these guys. I will attempt to save some of these guys. And we'll see you then.